it. What the fuck it do? Who the fuck are you? Frankie in my name and I got Frankie on my shoes. But I just wanna pump a blicky and a pump. Shooting like I'm Iverson, cause this shit gonna pump, yeah. Can't waste no time. We done grown so much like a great gold vine. I'ma stake what's mine. We done shot to the top, ain't no rocket science. We better blow up. Never gonna stop, gonna drop with no brakes inside. And that's for sure. Never gonna stop, gonna keep this vibe. C20, that token, I'm finna go put it in motion. You don't know what we doing inside of the lab. We be cooking up more than just posts. Way more. Yeah, we plotting and scheming some rich shit. Yeah. We whipping some biscuit. Yeah. And these other projects couldn't fuck with us, cause they don't know my fingers, I'm big lit. We big lit. What the fuck it do? Who the fuck are you? Frankie in my name and I got Frankie on my shoes. But I just wanna pump a blicky and a pump. Shooting like I'm Iverson, cause this shit gonna pump, yeah, yeah.
Gonna pump, no doubt. Coming for the top, we've been covering out routes. Parksville looking like a penthouse. At the top of the world, I've been chilling with the clouds. Hey, blackout in the booth. Working all night, man, I've been in my groove. AC-130, gotta hit him like Chris Move. Man, these bars coming in hot, ain't nothing new. Doc's in the mood, he been putting skeletons inside the brew. Hey, got the peasants in the room and the citizens here and my governors too. Listen, beat so fine, man. Every time I take a look, I go blind, man. I'm hypnotized, hypnotized, hypnotized.
What the fuck it do? Who the fuck are you? Frankie in my name and I got Frankie on my shoes. But I just wanna pump a blicky and a pump. Shooting like I'm Iverson, cause this shit gonna pump, yeah.
Back row.
Yeah. I turned to a monster, grew up with no papa. Deadbeat daddy, put more weight on my mother. I just kept on digging, get these diamonds at the rock, yeah. And now I'm here, and I'm blowing up your chakras. Bitch, I need that cargo, money out the iPhone. If we got a problem, then I'm pulling up the rifle. I'm the top dog, you can't name me a rival. You gave your best shot, it was dead on arrival, bitch. When I die, put my ledger in the grave. That's word to Drizzy, yeah, you know what I'm saying. I sold my soul to the fucking blockchain. When I die, put my ledger in the grave. I'm powered up and I'm going nuts. Handing out these hits with another cut. Hey, you buying fiat, man, you dumber than Dumb and Dumber. I might just re-up on some ETH, man, you gotta love it. Yeah, this for my OGs. I don't want a home, I need a toad, yeah. I don't want a girl, I want a crypto hoop. And a fur ball with a dental loop. Gas super hot, I don't give a fuck. Big smoke holding up the line, Pizza Hut. Yeah, can I get combo number 2? Put a crypto punk in it. Oh, why don't you? Monster, grew up with no papa. Deadbeat daddy, put more weight on my mother. I just kept on digging, get these diamonds at the rock, yeah. And now I'm here, and I'm blowing up your chakras. Bitch, I need that cargo, money out the iPhone. If we got a problem, then I'm pulling up the rifle. I'm the top dog, you can't name me a rival. You gave your best shot, it was dead on arrival, bitch. I'm God, king of the crypto and NFT talk, no bling on my wrist cause my ledger been popping. I don't know nobody that could ever come and stop me. I've been catching bodies in the booth on kamikaze. King of the words and the verbs on chain. Shit's so hard, I've been ripping off chains. Ring on my phone, guess my ex wanna hang. Got my first 20x, let these NFTs rain. I'm on the come up, I'm on the hunt, Attila the Hun. Really racing, man, I gotta go run a bakery. Now I'm making these buns, shit is bananas, I'm calling your nana. I'm trying to get her onto the DeFi. Mainstream banks with these deep lies, man, they're saving incentives a weak side. You'll be losing your mind on this side, flipping them alts on this side. You'll be buying a JPEG on this side. You'll be comping a Franken on this side, man. I'm in a hurry, man, I'm in a hurry. Chefing it up, I've been making a curry. I got got a ledger out in New York, and I got a ledger chilling in Missouri. 2020 made my vision not blurry. All of my songs, they eat like McFlurries. Ethereum wine to dance in my liver, and a shout out to all of my Frank and furries. 3D Franken Familia. You already know what it is, man. Let's go. I'm God, king of the crypto and NFT talk. No bling on my wrist cause my ledger been popping. I don't know nobody that could ever come and stop me. I've been catching bodies in the booth, I'm kamikaze. King of the words and the verbs on chain. Shit's so hard, I've been ripping off chains. Ring on my phone, guess my ex wanna hang. Got my first 20x, let these NFTs rain. NFTs rain, NFTs rain, NFTs rain. NFTs rain, NFTs rain, NFTs rain. 2020, 2020, 2020. Yeah, I'm God. We're here to build and grow through all the pain and shows, through all the pain and shows. We're never gonna change on our bros. We're never gonna change on our bros. We're never gonna change on our bros. Bros, 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 bros. We're here to build and grow through all the pain and shows, through all the pain and shows. We're never gonna change on our bros. Never gonna change on them. We never gonna change on them. No, 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 no. No way you breaking my brothers. We do not fold on these suckers. We do not fold on our people, cause they treat the shit like a people. Rest of you agree we can see through. Who really here at week 2 or week 6 or 7 months later when we grinding the nights like 7 or 11? Oh shit. Doc's at the altar. I'm talking that lab, he been going mad, he looking like Walter. Franken's best you'll ever have, we never falter. It hit like a dab when they play my tracks, they shoot like Revolver. Word to our haters, they show what we made of. You know no one is perfect, but not everyone makes up. All that whining gets you banned, go take a break, yeah. And we'll be grinding with the gang. So here's what I say. We're here to build and grow through all the pain and shows, through all the pain and shows. We're never gonna change on our bros. We're never gonna change on our bros. We're never gonna change on our bros. Bros, 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 bros. We're here to build and grow through all the pain and shows, through all the pain and shows. We're never gonna change on our bros. Never gonna change on them. We never gonna change on them. No, 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 no.
ETHVIL. That's the name, ladies and gentlemen. It's Dr. Eatville, hailing all the way from the land of 3D Punksville. Listen, we got the most exclusive squad on the Discord. People can't even really wait to see what's in store. Elizabeth and Pepe hold us.
Listen, Doc, it's Hard Rock Nick, one of the richest men in the world. I'm losing my patience. I need that Discord invite. Can the devs do something?
Can the devs do something, guys? Yo, what's up? Punksville, Frank and Familia. It's your man Dan with the plan here, chilling with a lovely Friday. It is 31 degrees Celsius outside, scorching hot, coming to you at Nunavut, Canada, way high in the Northlands. Hope you guys are doing okay. Just got back from the gymnasium, got a good pump. A lot been going on the past 3 days. We've been hit with some curveballs, not that we didn't expect, but we, well, honestly didn't expect. But here we are, you know, we're still here, we're still building. We have a game plan with the recent events. If you weren't here in the Twitter space, I'll give you guys a quick recap on that. We'll go over the news. You know, one thing that's always been very important to us is to, maintain integrity. Like a lot of projects come and go. A lot of them, they get put under pressure or they just get tired of what they're doing and they run away with the funds of the community. They run away with this, they rug. And it's sad that that has been a big thing in crypto, but here we are, you know what I mean? We're still here. We're still working, trying to get y'all a win one way or another, you know what I mean? So even though things did not work out with Microsoft, and we'll get into that a bit. We're still standing. We're still breathing. Where's the gun show, Dan? We are still standing. We are still here. And we're going to do you guys right one way or another. Didn't work out with this game. We're not abandoning, like we're not deleting everything. However, we are pivoting to one of the most foundational things of what made Frankenpunks and what it was founded on, which was the governance, the treasury, the community having control of the steering wheel, truly. Not in some way where we're in control and we have polls on Discord. It's been a long journey here, and I think in a sense it's good. It's good for the project. We should finish what we've set out to do. So we're focusing on that. What you can't really control what's going to happen with NFT Worlds or control what Microsoft, or none of that is within our control. I would love for us to wake up next week and Microsoft completely pivots and NFT Worlds is back in a really good spot, but we cannot control these things. We have no say over it, so let's focus on finishing, making that DAO complete, making it truly decentralized, really giving it to the hands of the community, really allowing the community to be the ones who control the vault and have it like a full-fledged DAO, you know what I mean? Like truly decentralized. So yeah, it's been hard though, it's been hard, man. It's sad. Like I was really sad. Like I think when it first hit, I was just like, oh shit. Was kind of just shocked, but after the past couple of days, like, damn, we were doing this since like mid-February, building this game, really putting in our all into it of getting a team and developing the city, then planning out the utility and really going super in depth with it, the marketing plan. Like, we just wanted to make y'all proud, make y'all happy, give y'all something, but also bring something to the project that was unique, to create excitement for the Genesis collection, to create excitement to want to become a holder, to, just fulfill that roadmap and over deliver, to really, do it for y'all. But things don't always work out. It could be way worse. We still have our treasury. We didn't bet the whole house on it. Thank God. We didn't buy like 100 NFT worlds. We didn't buy like 50 million world tokens. So it's not the end of the world. It is just something unfortunate that had happened. But we got to just take it on the chin. You know what I'm saying? Take it on the chin. Wait things out. Let the dust settle, as Doc said, as Ned said himself. Let the dust settle and take it from there. In the meantime, we just focus on what we can have control over and what is already built into the roadmap and things that we were going to do anyways. But we just got to shift our focus here, basically, and do the best that we can given the position we are in on the chessboard. So, here we are, man. Here we are through the thick and the thin. I appreciate all 8 of you guys watching. I don't care. Like, it's we had the days where we were crushing it. We had 600 viewers on our pre-mint, and here we are with our 9 viewers either way. I appreciate y'all. Like, there's a lot that we've learned here. There's definitely some looking back mistakes that we've made. But nonetheless, like, we're not going to leave you guys hanging. Like, we're just, whatever it is that ends up happening within this project and what we want to do as a team, we will, we're not like y'all slaves. You know what I mean? Like, we're not gonna like go and like to the age of 90 trying to be like, yo, you know what I mean? But nonetheless, like, all right, let's do what we said we're gonna do. Let's make sure that we're accountable, and let's get the project to a point where it's complete, where you guys have power over it, the original inception. And as we move through that, let's, take a step back and just let the chips fall where they may. Like, give you guys power over the punks, give you guys power over the vault, have y'all for it to truly be autonomous. And if the community wants us to build and wants to elect us to do other things with it, cool. If it wants to be other people, cool. Like, that was the original inception with our governance and the whole buy-in. The reason why I think a lot of people bought into this project, bought into this collection. So yeah, it's definitely been nerve-wracking, annoying, disappointing, whatever you want to call it, but it's been a harsh lesson. And thankfully it wasn't the most brutal quote unquote loss. Like, we are by no means dead and like completely screwed over. We still have a foot in the game. We still have more rounds to fight. The game's not over. So there is a bright side here. So, you see the test, or you see a man's character not in his best moments, but in his lowest. And the team's here. We're figuring out. We're still, figuring out a game plan, and going to do our best to continue to finish the product that we set out to do. So yeah, for now, the gaming side on Frankenpunks is going to be paused. The server's available if you guys want to hop in. We're having an event tomorrow. So we're not like, it's just a play to earn mechanics, and what we want to do with NFTs are no longer viable, at least for now, with the stance that Microsoft went with and with everything with NFT World. So we just have to put a pause on that and develop other NFT/Web3 stuff in the Frankenpunks universe. And I think it's going to be something during August is going to definitely be one of those months where it's like going to be a collaborative thing as a community and as a team of like figuring it out, what comes next. You know what I mean? Outside of the DAO, outside of that, like what comes next, what's after, it's really in our hands, like us collectively, all of us, team and the community. So we still have gunpowder. We still have a foot in the game. We have an amazing team. We have an amazing community. Like we're still good. You know what I mean? So we can figure something out here. Who knows what that'll be? Really, we have no idea. I remember back in February, people were like, "Yo, just take all the funds, start a new collection, whitelist Frankenpunk, start a new brand, like do this, do that." There's like we gotta see where everyone's at, and we don't want to just make a new collection for the sake of making a new collection so people can get their exits. Then you're just back at square one of like, okay, these people get their exits, then you have all these other people who've joined the collection, and like you're making the same mistakes over again, whether it's with planning the utility or really having the game theory figured out, whatever it may be, right? So if we do go down that path, it just has to be thought out, and it has to make sense, and it has to have validity of like, this is something good. It's not just it's not just the exit plan for the Frankenpunks, but yeah, discussions to be had, right? Discussions to be had. That's the beauty of what we do here. It is community led. We do value your input. We want you to truly have a grip on the steering wheel. That's why we did the NFT Worlds. That's why we did it, man. We wanted to build y'all a game. But maybe this was meant to be. You know what I mean? Maybe a lot of our holders did not care about the game and they had no interest in playing. And the Minecraft community had no interest in NFTs and did not want, any part in crypto. Like maybe it's just one of those moments where you're forced to play your hand differently and it's for the better. So time will tell. But anyways, we're not going anywhere, guys. You know how, us, we're still going to press forward. We're going to learn from this and we're going to come out of this stronger. Alrighty. that aside, check the Discord announcements and check the Twitter space. It's on our Twitter. Play the recording if you want to hear from Mr. Ethville himself discuss it. But let's get into some of the recent news here. It's been pretty hype. Okay. It's been pretty hype. So what I would like to do here, one second. What am I saying? Pretty hype. One second. I'm riffing and raffing right now. Put it like this. Okay. So talked about Microsoft. NFT Worlds came out with an announcement 5 hours ago. Let me just see here. The future of NFT Worlds. Read our statement attached to the Twitter thread or on here. Okay. On July 20th, 2022, Mojang decided to, without warning, outright ban all integrations of blockchain technology and NFTs within Minecraft. This decision completely disrupted emerging Web3 based game platforms that built on top of it, like NFT Worlds and like the other 200 projects under them, as well as other projects that made their own tech through Minecraft, their own APY, like Critters. We did not see this coming at all, guys. We had the impression that the NFT Worlds team was well connected with Microsoft and working with them and talking to them, and things were okay. Like, why would you go ham and build this and build like skins and this and wrote like the token and just very deep in depth if for all of it to not even last a year? It didn't make sense. So I don't know if things were good on their end and Microsoft legit just rugged them out of nowhere, like corporate came in and pulled the lever. I'm not sure. Or if you just wouldn't want to assume that like they knew that and continued going on. Like I would not want to assume that. I don't want to accuse them of that. It's just hard to know. And from a support side, things were not like 100% clear. So let's just see here. The NFT Worlds, the crypto-enabled game platform, launched in October 2021. It enabled an ecosystem of first of its interlinked but independently owned worlds operating under a single unifying game currency. Dozens of new developed game modes for Minecraft creators and emerging free opportunities for players to earn exciting items, access to top quality content, more just about enjoying and playing these games built on our platform, all free to play so long as player owned a copy of Minecraft. Yeah, this is true. NFT Worlds gave the world a vision of what Web3 techs could positively bring to an existing and new games at scale. That's something that really excited us, was like, we don't need to build this from scratch. We can move faster. You know, you don't need to spend 3 years building a game. Whippy, like, solid. But now that I think about it, like Sandbox and all the Decentraland, the game companies who are doing it from scratch, even though it's slow, it is better. They don't have to run in the risk of a total takedown. You know what I mean? Like, they're building their own shit. No one can do anything. Like, they can just indefinitely keep making their product better and improving their development, and they don't have to worry about someone coming and saying, hey, by the way, like, that's mine, you can't use it, F you. So yeah, man. And Web3, we got to do it through Web3, which even means at some point we're going to have to let go of social media too, like Web2. Like, we're going to have it all Web3 from the ground up. And that's when you realize how much time we have to go till like this space is where it will mature to be, or at least be at an intermediate level of maturity. Like, I still think that we're probably going to take 10 years or 20 years to reach the point where like Twitter is replaced, YouTube is replaced with Web3 alternatives. Maybe even God knows how long till a game comes along and slaps it. Maybe it'll be big time. But yeah, kudos to the teams who are in the projects who are just doing it all from scratch. I understand. Anyways, let's see here. Today, the NFT Worlds consists of 200 independent teams. Yeah, exactly. Projects building on our platform, rapidly growing. We were in the top 10 for sure of like how much we invested in, and the amount of worlds we owned, the amount of world token we owned. I think we did the biggest world token airdrop on the platform in the community. So yeah, it sucks. You know, it's not something it's not something I'm celebrating. It's not something I'm happy about, but that's life. You know, life has ups and downs, and the path to greatness and excellence is not an easy one at all. It's not supposed to be easy. If it was easy, it would have no meaning, because everyone would be excellent. Like, the path to greatness comes with trials and tribulations and failures and obstacles and mess ups, and that's you're on the right path, right? It's just when you fall down, you have to make sure you get up and you press forward. You have to get up and press forward. Like, the falling down just shows that you're on the right way. But it's just those necessary parts of life, man. Like, whether you're in the gym or you're doing business or, you know, whatever it may be, it's just the growing pains. And it's not like we wanted this, you know what I mean? It's not like you need growing pains, you need to fail as much as possible. It's nothing like that. Like, life is abundant with difficulties that it will just come your way. You don't need to seek it out. But having the fortitude to just press on, you know, it will make us stronger as a team, also as a community, as a project. It's going to make us stronger. It's hard to see now. It's gloom and doom right now, but don't worry. Like, this is just how life is sometimes. Like we're gonna get through it. You know, we'll show up when it matters, especially when it matters, like times like these, and bring everybody together and just keep pressing forward. You know, keep pressing forward, but obviously process it, not mindlessly. Be smart. Actually assess what the hell happened, and not just like, oh, we did nothing wrong. You know, acknowledge what we could have done better. Learn. Don't sulk. Don't loathe. Don't regret. And just press forward. Microsoft Mojang Minecraft signaled that they have no regard for the creators, builders, players in any moment of new idea or vision. And here's the thing, man. Like, I think they're just wrong. Like with what Minecraft was saying, like essentially their take is it's very speculative. It's not inclusive, so it marginalizes people and divides people. And so you have to own this to be able to reap from this. And it's like that's not even true. Like you should like look at what we were doing. Like a lot of times we're like a shit ton of times, so many people were able to just come through and earn dope stuff without being a holder. Like it was very inclusive. We were trying to make it as inclusive as possible. You know, not to say that we didn't have some sort of idea to make the NFT, you know, make it Web3. It's like we're just in our little world here. Everyone else playing Minecraft, you don't have to come to our world. It's like, oh God, it just. Yeah, it's brain melting. It's angering, but hey, what do you expect, man? Centralized world does not want this. It's the antithesis to how their model works. And word to Ned, who was saying like, yo, like you don't want to retain some value for 100 hours, 1,000 hours you put in a game. Like that doesn't. Like you'd rather just have that all be in the hands of the studio. You'd rather them just keep sucking as much money from you. Like is your time not worth anything to you? Like. That's essentially what NFTs will do. They're going to allow the energy you're putting into this thing have scarcity and value in your own pocket so that the 2,000 goddamn hours I put into League of Legends, at least those skins amount to something, or I can pocket them, or I could sell them, or I could go and sell my account, but I'm at the mercy of LOL. I'm at the mercy of, what if my account gets banned? What if I, like the game goes down? You're at the mercy of a centralized entity. Oh, what if they don't permit trading? What if they don't want you to trade? Oh, you're not allowed to trade. You can't sell your account. Like, it just sucks. But we're in the really, really early parts of that. The gaming world going Web3, and the critical mass is just not here yet, which in a way is good. It shows you how goddamn early we are. It shows you that we're at that point where people are looking at Bitcoin at $100 and they're just calling it a scam. They're just saying like, oh, it's worthless. It's just for criminals, has no utility. It should go to zero. We're at that same point, but kind of with NFTs and especially gaming right now, it's being mocked completely, which in a way, in the long run, like this is a lot of opportunity to buy stuff and get into stuff very cheap. Not saying go buy NFT worlds, like not saying come and even necessarily buy a Frankenpunk. It's just like, just my take on it. Not financial advice. All right, let's move past this, shall we? Let me just peep on chat. What's going on in chat? We adapt, we move on, man. Antithetical to legacy systems. Yeah, exactly. The antithesis. They will come back maybe 5 to 10 years after public opinion changes. Yeah, it's just going to take time. That's all. Just going to take time, Marino. All right, let's get this back. Boom. All right, so Elon Musk's, I'm sure you guys heard this.
The majority of our Bitcoin holdings to fiat for a realized gain, offset by impairment charges on the remainder of our holdings, netting a $106 million cost to the P&L included within restructuring and other. We also incurred restructuring charges related to targeted staffing reduction.
We sold, actually, it should be mentioned that the reason we sold a bunch of Bitcoin holdings was that we were uncertain as to when the COVID lockdowns in China would alleviate.
Okay, so Tesla sold a big chunk of their Bitcoin to fiat, and there's a lot of speculation going on. So the official statement is they sold the 75% of their BTC for about $1 billion, I think. at a bit of a loss, not a massive one. It was relatively close to their entry, but they sold. Okay, they sold because of they're afraid of the lockdowns in China, and they are building Tesla like manufacturing stuff and building in China. They're doing that, so there is some validity to it. But a lot of people are saying they're actually just repositioning. So there's speculation of like the flippening has begun. And look what Becker said, lads, the flippening is happening. They're selling BTC and going down the list to a new altcoin. Could it be Ethereum? We know Elon likes ETH and he likes Doge. Is he swapping to Doge or ETH? Are they making a move to a bit more speculative asset, but perhaps a higher ROI? The flippening is a concept that has existed in a while. The flippening is essentially Ethereum overtaking Bitcoin in dominance, overtaking Bitcoin in market cap. That is the flippening, and it's a moment that lots of altcoiners have been prophesizing, calling for. And it's like, wait a second. If you actually notice, when Tesla bought, it basically marked the end of the bull run, right? They bought at such a euphoric high, and the market ran up a bit more, and then that was it. We had the May dump, we had the bounce back in November, and then the market tanked down to where we are, minus 70%. So, is this the bottom? I don't know. It's pretty damn interesting. I think we're very close to a bottom, and I think they're being dodgy with the real reason why they sold. I don't think they're either trying to like make Tesla seem like it's generating more money, so that investors are not going to go dump the stock, right? Because if they do sell that, their overall cash flow at that month or whatever is going to be higher. Or are they repositioning? I don't know. It's just food for thought. Flippening. We're just taking a look at Bitcoin. Here's my technical analysis. Yeah. Go to the moon, okay? Please, just go to 1 million. We can all be rich. All right, cool. Next, Coinbase, blast SEC. SEC's cracking on Coinbase because apparently they're accusing an ex-Coinbase product manager for insider trading. A first of its kind crypto insider trading case. In a separate complaint on Thursday, the SEC said that 9 of the 25 tokens allegedly traded in the scheme were securities. Okay, and the Coinbase is saying that they do not list securities. End of story. End of story. Right? And this is something that is going to be probably a little bit of debate for a while of like what tokens are securities? Like, what are securities? Like, Luna was 100% a security, 100%, 100,000% of security, or an unregistered high risk bank, like whatever you want to call it. They were definitely, they were promising you like, give us money and we're going to give you a return. Like, how is that not a security? Like, that's like literally by definition what a security is, right? That's why they make security laws. Cause like, if people who don't understand the risk there, they get wiped. And look what happened with Luna. Got absolutely wiped. Absolutely wiped. Bitcoin has already been identified to not be a security for a variety of reasons, right? The product was already done. There's no expectation of return from the product itself. Like, go read Bitcoin's white paper. It's not promising you X amount of return. It was already done when it hit the market. The founder, the creator, is not like promising a return on it or anything like that. In fact, they pretty much abandoned it and they're not even there. So it has no CEO. It's a commodity, right? Bitcoin is a commodity. Now we can speculate on it, but it does not mean just how we can speculate on gold. But Bitcoin itself is a commodity. Now, is Solana a security? I don't know. It's hard. I don't think Sol is going out. It's like Sol's kind of like ETH. Is ETH a security? I wouldn't say ETH's a security. It's decentralized. They're not promising you a return. They're creating like a virtual machine on the blockchain for you to build stuff. Now that might require you to purchase ETH and use it, but it doesn't make it. I don't think it would make it a security. I don't think Ethereum's a security. And the way that it's been dispersed, it's like all of Ethereum's holdings is not in Vitalik's pocket, right? So it's going to be an interesting dialogue to see how it shapes out. It's going to be a narrative, that is it's going to be out there. But one thing with the flippening, back to this, one thing that Ethereum has going for it is it's going to become like very eco-friendly soon, especially with sharding ETH2, and that's going to be a narrative that's going to really drive. Like, if you guys remember, Elon gave a whole bunch of like FUD on Bitcoin of like, it's not eco-friendly. We can't accept it till it's eco-friendly. We can't, like, but we're like they were FUDing BTC pretty hard, and ETH for the most part is a proof of work network. So once ETH goes POS, proof of sharding or proof of stake, right? It becomes a lot more eco-friendly. And that will be a big narrative with this whole ESG, like environment friendly stuff that you see everywhere. And like, look, they're fanatics. The people who are really obsessed with the environment are fanatics. They're super loud. They're heavy in politics. So it's going to be a big weighting decision. I mean, just look at what Elon did. He had to sell it because it probably was ruining their ESG ratings on Tesla. So it's like, oh, Tesla, you're like supporting something that is like not eco-friendly, and it affects the investor sentiment, right? So they dumped it, or they just made a statement of like, yo, we're not going to accept this, right? But if ETH comes along and it's like, yo, it's actually like carbon neutral or negative, then they're like, oh shit, this is very nice. It can totally change the narrative on that. NFT. CryptoPunks are looking good. We own 4 of them, as you all know, and they're up. We're up on all of our punks. It's currently at 80 ETH floor. We purchased our punks. I think the average was between the 60 to 70 range. We should have purchased more. We should have bought them at 40 ETH. Would have been a freaking, like, it's 2x. Think about that. They're up 2x from their lows. 62, 67, 75, 72. So we're up on all of them. How awesome is that? We are up on all of them, which is fantastic. We're really happy about that. And yeah, let me just 1 second. That's dope. After Effects, Polygon. Oh, don't want to go there. Okay. Federal Reserve meetings coming up in next week. All right. The FDR meetings coming up next week. So we don't know what's going to happen. Are they going to scare the market again, cause a dump? Are they going to are people pricing in? What are people pricing in? I think they're pricing in 100 basis points. Or is it 100 basis points, which would be 1%. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Like, they're delusional. The Fed is delusional. They keep blaming inflation on the invasion of Ukraine by Russia. And not to say that's not impacting it, but they never acknowledge the fact that they doubled the money supply. They never mention this. Yeah, in 2020, we doubled the money supply, and it's still up, like, an insane amount. But they literally are so delusional. They're like, no, they never acknowledge that, even though they're tightening, which they're acknowledging it through action, right? Like, look, we finally have a cool down in the money supply after April. We're finally seeing a cool down. Like, it's literally just been up and up, but now we're seeing a change in this trend, or at least a cool down. But it's crazy, man. The Fed is just, I don't know what they're doing. It's insanity. I mentioned that because we don't know what they're going to do. Like, at the end of the day, like, we just don't know. They might wake up tomorrow and are they being overly hawkish? There are people saying they're way too hawkish. They're tightening too quick. They're going to crash the market. We'll see. I think with all of the deleveraging that's been going on in crypto, we don't have that much space left to go down. I don't think we're going to have a drop to 10. We could have some volatility. There's always volatility around the Fed meetings. That's always going to go up and down, especially right before. It's super volatile. So get ready for the ride, regardless of what happens. But I am bringing this up. This is happening on the 26th and the 27th next week. So do be ready. If you're considering buying, I'd say wait to buy after. Wait for August, just so we can see what happens. But you never know. They could come out and say something actually good, like, yo, gas is going down. It's like down 30%. Like, a lot of stuff's actually down, even though CPI reading is high. We know that it's a lagging indicator. We think things are going to go down. They're not. Maybe they only do 50 basis points or 75. The market's like, holy shit, this is great. They're going to start easing. markets rally. We don't know what's going to happen, whether it's going to be like neutral, really good, or bad. But, nonetheless, they've been very hawkish. I don't think they're just going to stop being hawkish at the flip of a hat. I think at best neutral, but probably what's going to happen is the markets are going to freak out, especially if we get like negative earnings or GDP goes down. So we'll see. We shall see. July 26th and 27th is the next Fed meeting. But this is important, guys, because the next one is in September. We had Fed meetings pretty much every month, month after month after month. But now there's going to be about 2 months till we get the next one in September. So this period will be important. If we do get something good, it could last for, pretty decent amount of time going into September. But I guess we'll see. I think the end of the year is going to be good for the markets. But once again, not financial advice. Alrighty. Is there really anything else? I think that's pretty much it. It's not a super compact show, but it's just sweet, simple. I just want to go over the stuff that's like real important, what's made headlines, and things that you should know about in the markets. In the markets. In the markets. Yo, what's good, senor? You should learn about grouping tabs. It's a wonderful organization. Yeah, I should probably do that, right? Hi, senor. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Okay. That pretty much brings us to the end, guys. I just wanted to, show up, do a little live stream Merino for y'all. Even in the hard times, we're still here. We're gonna figure this out. Stay strong out there. Make some gains. I literally could not work without all my group tabs. Is that or do you just mean that organizing tabs based on the subject, or is that an actual, like, is that a tool, grouping tabs? Like, what is, I don't know. We got this. Oh, yes. Just got to hang in there. Keep strong indeed, yo. Keep strong indeed. It's not the end, yo. Like we said, we still got 1.3 mil in the tank. Okay. There's projects that mint out and they don't raise that much. So we still have a lot in the tank. Like, we're not an extremely massive team. We've scaled it down. We're a lot more, lean. So we don't have like an insane amount of expenses. Like, we still have runway, outside of the treasury. But yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Add tab to group. Y'all are wicked nimble. It should give you an option to create a group. Yeah. Just right click the tab. Whoa, what? Add tab to a new group? Whoa! I never knew this existed. This is sick. Okay, what if I just call this tweets? Okay, so, yo, that's crazy. How do I add it in there? Do I just open it? Oh, dude. Wow, that is actually a hack. Wow, that's actually crazy. I never even know. And I can close the group. Oh, and it closes the tabs too. Okay, I have to be aware of that. Yo, that's super rad. Yo, you just changed the game, bro. You just changed the game. That's sick. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, man. They appreciate it. It is appreciated. Oh, my biceps. I did back today. Oh, my goodness. Making the gains. Alrighty. I love you guys, man. We're gonna find a way out of this. We're gonna pivot. We already are. And yeah, we're gonna figure it out and make this a win one way or another. Anyways, yo, love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your Friday and enjoy your weekend. It is super scorcher hot, so make sure you hydrate yourself well and don't be afraid to slap on a bit of that sunscreen Reno and get some tannage. Get some of that. Get some of that sun action. Luffy, yeah, man. All right, yo. I'm peacing out. Appreciate you guys.